Happy Sunday claim sale, everybody. This is James with Mint Hunter Comics. I got a lot of stuff today. It looks like we got about 5.5 long boxes to do, which is right about what we typically got for you. What else? Typical rules. If you get 10 claims, you get 10% off. If you get 20 claims, you get 20% off. That's valid for all books up to $100. The $200, $300 stuff, I can't quite do that. International shipping, you're sending me the shipping label and the customs, or you can just grab something on eBay and I'll ship with it. But 99% of you are just in the States. So that's typical rules. You'll get an invoice at the end of the show. You have to fill out this link if you get a claim. This is how I will invoice you. We do have a few non-payers, so please don't be one of those. I'm giving them one more week and then we're cracking them open. I do have to say this typically once, but non-payers will be blocked, and it not only blocks you from the claim sales, it blocks you from the channel as a whole, so you don't want that. So let's get this started with, we're going alphabetically A to Z. We're going to start with Amazing Spider-Man. I have very little Amazing Spider-Man this week, but I have some bangers. Number 25, the J. Scott Campbell exclusive from his website and everything sealed, COA, you know how it is, signed by J. Scott Campbell on B, perfect condition. And then I have another J. Scott Campbell exclusive, and this one is the Mexican exclusive variant. Even on Key Collector, just the regular 1 in 25 is $100. I put $60 on this. I could be ridiculously lower. This could be more than $100. That's kind of a blind spot with me for great. I just don't know. Justin Neely. Oh, nice. Whew. Okay. Another Key Collector 1 in 50, Mike Mayhew of ASM 800. They say it's $50, so we'll do 30 on C. And then 729, again, 1 in 50, Mike Mayhew, Key Collector 50, so we'll do 30. Then we got ASM Annual 20, which is the first Arno Stark high grade here. ASM Annual 20, Stark in continuity. ASM Annual 1977, issue 11, first John Romita Jr. Nice. It's mid to high, and it's on I. That rhyme. Marvel Masterpiece Joe Jusko, just a nice number 1 in high grade from the 90s. Then we have the Charleston Chew copy of like just a weird one-off ad for Charleston Chew special from the 90s. Meatball gets a D. All right. Jules. Gets a G. Trask got an I. Jules got a B. Trask got A. All right, moving on. That might have been, no, we have a pinch more Spider-Man. Spectacular 8, a very high grade Newsy Morbius Battle 30 center on A. A good enough to get graded Spidey 2099 on E. A few of the brand new Spider-Man Superman the Adam Hughes, which shows Power Girl lifting up and getting the money out of Black Cat. That is awesome. We look at that for B for Black Cat. So Jules got A, and I think E as well. Yeah. Nesmith and Vader. Vader 0. We'll put you here. Then we have Master. Control. That's a B. Master Control. Make sure you fill out that link with your first name, last name, username. Make sure the username is an exact match, please. Parks Raven. Got the B. Ribby got a B, C, A. Okay, moving on. Mid-grade 10 center, 100-page giant Action Comics 443 on C. High grade Superman shoots a naughty video with Mr. Miracle's wife. Yep. Key Collector 15, so we'll do 10. It's the 2017 Fan Expo of Action Comics number 1. B, good enough to get graded. Alien number 1. First series with Marvel in Mylar, no less. On A, good enough to get graded. First appearance of Infinity Inc., which includes Jade, Atom Smasher, and Obsidian, and is a violently underrated DC book. A shockingly low price by I tend to find. So let's see, Judge. Let's see. Vader. Nesmith got B. Okay. Interview with a Vampire. Anne Rice. Witching Hour, good enough to get graded here. Queen of the Damned, number 1. A mid-grade 70s ARG, number 1, a Marvel spoof magazine. Why did I just call it magazine? I have some Atlas, actually. Sergeant Stryker's Death Squad 1 and 2. These are mid-grade. This one I only had just a single issue of Morlock 2001. Atlas continued. I also had the single issue of Brute. All this is mid-grade. And a single issue of Tarantula. You will see more Atlas when we get a little farther along. Adam, number 7. It's funny, I usually write the key significance. I'm kind of forgetting. Maybe it's first Hawkman in title or something like that. This is a nice mid-grade copy. Tough to find that in mid-grade. Could even be mid to high. Very nice. Vader went with A, C. Judge went D, E, and I. Near mint, first appearance of Nuada. Key Collector 15. I tend to do them for 10. Aquaman 1 from 86. Atlas continued. Scorpion 1 and 2 on D. Atlas Lomax 1 and 2 on E. Destructor 1 and 2 on A. Kid Cody just number 1. Wolf number 2. This one's actually high grade and tentacle bondage cover on J. And I'm gonna lower my stand ever so slightly. Give me a second. There, that's a little better. There we go. Just missed that one, Parks. It's all right. Wait, now I feel like we're crooked. There we go. First issue special, number 1, introducing Atlas. That is the first appearance, mid to high on D. I do have some 12-cent Aquaman. This is a mid to low 12 center. Number 21 is the first appearance of the Fisherman. $12 Aquaman continues. We have a mid 12-cent 27 Great Mara cover on I. And number 31, this one's mid to high grade there on J. Nesmith got the J. Aquaman number 32. This one's a mid. That is the second appearance of Ocean Master, actually. This one's a mid to high first appearance of Aqua Girl, Tula. That is issue 33. I also have the first appearance of Aqua Beast, number 34 on I. Let's get some of these A through D and F through I's out of here to give us a little more space. Judge. One of the biggest books of the night, probably about a 6.5 first Black Manta, complete, number 35 on I, one of the bigger books we got here. Avengers 122. This might be one of my only Volume 1 Avengers. Marvel value stamp is intact. That's the only thing going on with this. Mid to high E, 20 center. Avengers number 7 is the first video game cover of the video game Spider-Man. Nice, Nesmith. That's a spicy meatball. Warpath. How you doing? I have some 50s comics, 50s foreign Western comics that I couldn't even find information on. I searched by the picture. I literally don't know. These could be worth considerably more than 20 bucks. I don't know. So there you go. They're both going to be on C. You can get 1 or 2. Thank you, Riddy. And then Absolute Batman number 1. I don't know which printing this is. It's the Batman Day. Obviously, it's the Absolute Batman number 1. So cool. I do have the Absolute Batman 19, first appearance of Absolute Scarecrow, cover price. On A, I have a bunch of them, and I'm expecting this chat to blow up, so I might need a second. Jules. All right, so Palf on A, Bowers on A. Palf, Bowers, Jules, and Master. Jules, Master. And you know what I have to say about these new Absolute Batman books? We're doing them for cover price. For some reason, they all seem to be blowing up. Like I would have thought it would have only lasted for the first 6 issues. Even like issue 15, 16, 17 are hitting 10 and 15 already. So we're still doing it for cover price while we can. Get it while you can, because Absolute Batman is just ridiculous. Parks, thank you. I do have a lot of new books today, something I don't usually have. I also grabbed a few copies of the Frizzen variant. I always grab a Frizzen variant when one is available. Of Batwoman #2. Here we have a high grade first cover appearance of White Rabbit from the New 52 Dark Knight #3 David Finch cover. I have a near mint Cassandra Cain's first solo series, Batgirl #1. Justin Kicker, aren't you? Yeah, there you are. Riddy. Parks. One shot from the 90s, high grade prestige format, Batman, Batgirl. I need a water break. It's hot today. Woo! Last Absolute Batman 19 on A. Full run of Untold Legend of the Batman, regular size and the digest size, high grades. 3-part series, complete. No, we're going alphabetically, so we're still in the B's, so we haven't made it to Johnny Quest. That's over by J. G, H, D, and F. Kind of similar vein. There was a run in 1985 called Shadow of the Batman. It was a 5-part arc. Cool thing there. And I have the whole thing there on D. High grade Newsy first Victor Zsasz. High grade Newsy first Amygdala. Batman Riddler one shot. Actually, I'm going to do all the Batman one shots in one spot, so you'll get a mystery one. First appearance of Wrath, which I've always found to be more of a Jim Gordon villain, more than a Batman villain, which is really cool. Thanks, Jules. Batman Year 2, the graphic novel. There's some Batman one-shots. H. So Polyworld, got an H and an E. And very important, I should have mentioned, this entire bottom row, everything up here is near mint except for these 2 Mystery 50 Westerns. A ski with A and I. Red Rain, good enough to get graded. Hell yeah. Batman one-shots. This one's a little higher. Award-winning Batman Houdini, good enough to get graded on. Stephen Riley on A. I might have a Stephen Riley pile somewhere. Yeah, you're down here. Judge. Okay, we're caught up. Neely, FG. We have a undoing of a claim. All right. 6'5", first Black Manta. I don't remember who had it in second place. Claimed by mistake back on the wall. Last chance. Batman one-shots and near mid, still here on H. Cal. Nice. Batman Annual 14. It's actually 13 through 16 high-grade bundle. This is the biggest key of them, and it's a newsy high-grade. So I'm going to do that one on E. Grim Knight, #1, perfect condition. B. Second Son, the full arc, perfect condition. F. Batman versus Predator, near mint, and some newsies. The regular covers and near mint, the prestige covers from the 90s. Good enough to get graded. Judge. Who went J? Why are we still crooked? There we go. Just #1. Prestige format, possible 9/8. Tough to find, but super fun Batman gallery from the 90s. Batman Spawn, perfect condition, could get a 9/8. Jules, I can already tell we're going to need to put you in a short box, so let me just go ahead and do that. How's everybody doing today? Everybody having fun out there? Everybody see any good movies lately? I need a recommendation. Bowers. Fun fact, a lot of people don't know this one. This is the sequel to Gotham by Gaslight. Perfect copy. Dark Knight Returns, #2. First appearance of Mutant Nipples. Legends of the Dark Knight, #1. Perfect condition. I have 2 of those. Check out Hokum. Is that a horror movie? Kind of sounds horror-y. Man, where is everybody today? We're just bopping between the same folks. Ribby, you're gonna like the condition on that. Book 4, Dark Knight Returns. Couldn't quite put this one into the 5s. In Darkest Night, the Green Lantern one-shot, Elseworlds from the 90s. Thanks, Parks. Oh, Gotham by Gaslight's up. That one's an 8. But I'll do a 5 on that. Who's that, Parks? Right, 5. That's not a $5 book. Okay. We have a Batman fan here. Parks, that's perfect. All right. Full run of Venom. The story arc that predates the first appearance of Bane, in which Batman gets his hands on Venom. Here we have second print, but possible 9698 on E, Book 1, Dark Knight Returns. Oops. I have to put a price on that book. Let's see. Grown Ass Gamer, right here. And Judge. We got a couple spots on this board that have been here too long. Can we get a little cleanup on A through J? You guys are letting cover price Absolute Batman sit on the wall. I would not let that happen. First, Obi Man, perfect condition, Newsy. Classic Brian Boland cover, Legends 50. I had a poster of that in college near Mint. Gold foil. That's a Neon D. How fits an A? Lose. Jules. I got 10 of A. Boy, I must have missed that. I'm sorry, Ribby. I'll give you the 2 I got. Apologies. Thanks, Nesmith. I just saw a movie that was really bad. I'm trying to remember what it was. It has like a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, so we thought it would be like a perfect movie. It stunk. It was called Send Help. It's the new Sam Raimi movie. My wife and I were laughing. We hated it so much. So watch out. Those Rotten Tomato reviews, they're not always real, man, I swear. Full Run, Dark Knight, Dark City, First Barbados, as well as just a great story. This one, forgot the price. Oops. I do $5 on these, but this one's a movie. First appearance of Avatar, which is actually more of a Jean Paul Valley villain than a Batman villain. Detective 625 newsstand. Send Help was awesome. Whew, I struggle to agree with that one. Me and my wife were both like, "Wow, that must have scored a 1 out of 100." And no, apparently everybody loves it. Sometimes that happens though. Like I literally violently disliked Shang-Chi. I thought it, and it's still, I think, the highest rated Marvel movie on Rotten Tomatoes. And me and my buddy were like, wow, that kind of sucked. Book 3, or maybe that's book 4 of Dark Knight Returns. I don't know why I didn't have them together. This is a near mid 70s Beowulf the Dragon Slayer #1. 1969, From Beyond the Unknown #1. That's cool. In Mylar, mid to high E. Black Cat's first ongoing series. J. Scott Campbell cover. Lou. Yonder. Oh, oops. I had another one on A. Did anyone else get an A? Oh, yeah, actually, St. Pauli World. Awesome Adam Hughes number. Black Cat #9. Gorgeous Adam Hughes cover. Looks just like his Catwoman stuff. That's on B. Cover price. High grade and newsy Brute Force #1. 1956 Buster Brown's comic 42. Relatively low grade. Ribby. Neely. N7 Austin. I think we're starting a pile for you. N7. Yonder. C is a mystery 1950s. It's the only thing I know about them. Western, oddball-sized foreign variants. I don't even know really what they are. Couldn't find any information. I scanned them by the picture. Still nothing came up. It's crazy. Vader. Full run of Cable's first solo series on D. Hey, what the hell? Is something going on with Cable? I had 5, not this one, this is the first series, but his first ongoing series. You guys know that foil cover of #1. I had 5 9/8 of that on eBay, and randomly 3 sold within the hour this weekend. Is there some sort of Cable speculation going on? I don't know. It was weird, and they were all from different people. One of them was like international. One of them was like California. One of them was like Illinois. So they were all random. I don't know. First Sam Wilson as Cap, all new Cap. Key Collector still says that's $30. I'm doing 15. First Jet and Ian Zola and the Green Skull. That is I think like an over 10-year book now, and I'm still doing it at cover price. Then we have the full run of the United States of Captain America, which is an Alex Ross miniseries. Well, aceBay, I love Sam Raimi, and I'm telling you, that movie was ass turds. I love Sam Raimi. I love Evil Dead. And that shit was buns, dude. Buns. I kind of liked Multiverse of Madness. My second watch, I didn't like it too much, but it was still good. Cap 341. There are like a billion first appearances in this. That's on Jay. And it looks like we killed our first long box. Very nice. I did not see Drag Me to Hell. Mid to high, first appearance of Mad Cap. That's issue 307. And we have a full wall. Someone could make a killing on a full wall claim right now. Mine, not yours. Mine, not yours. 6895. Mine, not yours. 6895. Please fill out this link. This will be how I invoice you after the show. And most important thing I'll say, try to get 10, you get 10% off. If you get 20 claims, you get 20% off. So keep it going. That was a very Larfleeze ass username. I wonder if that's intentional. First Captain Atom, a couple other things. Criminally underrated DC key right there. Always shocked that that's what do you call it? A Ribby gets the wall, so that means quite a few books for Ribby. And you know what that also means, Ribby? I need to get you in a short box. What that means. So let's get you some free stuff. Don't forget, guys, those of you joining in, if you ever claim a full wall, you get at least 3 books for free. Sometimes I'm extra generous. I can give 4 for free. I'll actually do that right now. So Ribby just got 4 books for free. And I'm going to pop him into a short box. Ribby, where's the... Here we go. All right. Captain Marvel, number 8. Some Inup Lee thing where she merges with Carnage. People really like that cover. I was seeing higher prices than that, but whatever. I do have some 12 cent for you guys. I have a lower grade first appearance of Captain Savage and the Leatherneck Raiders #1. I have Baron Strucker cover. That one's mid to high. #3 mid. 4, 5. I don't have 6 and 7, but I have 8. A little higher. 10, and our final 15. Great price on some 12-cent, very affordable marble there. Beyonder, thank you, sir. Beyonder, do you want to do a queen sweep of the rest? Uncle Lou, I'm going to honor that. I'm just going to let Beyonder respond if he wants to take the full set of it. All right. It makes sense to give it to the guy who got issue #1. I'm sure you understand. And now you got to run it. Not complete, but it shouldn't be too hard to fill in the gaps. Here we have a high grade first meeting of Blade and Wolverine. Blade #5. Catwoman, her first solo series, high grade. Combat Kelly, #1, high grade. Corpse Knight, cover A, image books. I have 5 of them in case you missed them. Corpse Knight, #1, cover A. Trask, I kind of forget where I put your pile there. Blue. And those of you who don't know, for some strange reason, a lot of indie issue #1s are starting to explode in the aftermarket. I don't know why, and I'm just doing them for cover price, but just letting you know there's something going on there. Dork, a bunch of these stuff. Key Collector, $85. Cowboy, Ninja, Viking. Never had this before. From 2009. I'm going to do $60, which is more in line with what I was seeing on eBay solds, but Key Collector says 85. Creatures on the Loose, 35. First Harrison Turk, mid to high. Man-Wolf cover. Here we have a classic Man-Wolf cover, similar grade Creatures on the Loose, 33. Full run high grade of Crisis on Infinite Earths. Always a claim sale classic right there. Again, don't sleep on these #1s. Things are happening to them. We get a quick water break. Thanks, Joe. 3 left. Meatball and 6-string. I'm going to have some more Image and Oni Press and Mad Cave #1s later on. Okay. Maybe we're caught up. I think we're caught up. All right. Let's do probably about a 4-5 to a 5. First appearance of the Plunderer, Daredevil, 12 center on A, #12. Similar condition, maybe a bit better. #18, first appearance of Gladiator. D. We're into the Daredevils. Here's a mid-grade, 1966, #24, 12 center. I think I do have Fireborn #1, actually. It's funny you should say that. Almost want to keep this myself. Very high grade. maybe even in the nines, a Daredevil 43, iconic Kirby cover. This actually was a lot better. When I made my blind Daredevil buy, I was looking at everything in the bags, and this particular bag was dusty, crappy, dirty. When I rebagged and boarded, I noticed, oh, this is delicious, dude. But everything's got to go, so there you go. Wolverine ad and Marvel Valley stamp intact. And here we go. 116, that's actually a high grade bronze. 117, mid grade bronze. That's like a 300 ballad. What's up, 300? Got D. Lou. Claim all pre-Frank Miller 6 and under. I don't think there's a lot of that, but there are some, so you'll get it. Who was that? JP Chris. All right, Daredevil 118. This is actually a key. I kind of forget what it was. First, Blackwing, maybe? Mid to high on D. Same thing here, high grade E. So JP Chris, I have a couple in that price range for you. Pre-Frank Miller, huh? I got a few. Actually, I have a few. Got a nice little stack for you, Chris. All right, Tyrannos, or actually, Gaysky got E. Tyrannos got D. All right, Daredevil continued. Well, let's do it. First appearance of Copperhead. Mid to high 124 D. High grade, second Copperhead E, 125. First appearance of Torpedo. Mid to high 126. This apparently is just a classic cover. Mid high skeleton cover I. That's 130. How are we getting glare? Mr. Riley. Give me a second, folks. Grades on A and F. F's a little nicer, probably mid. A is low. A is like a 4.5. F's like a 6.5. Parts. Gaysky says my E was a mandible. Okay, so the high 119 is back on the wall. Second appearance of Bullseye, mid to high, that's 132 on G. Trax got that right away. In its place, first appearance of Smasher. That's a mid to high 138 on G. Let's get some of these other spots cleaned up please, what's it, IDE to Torenos. Awesome. Bondage 142. 150 high grade first Paladin. Nice. 153 high grade first Ben Urich. 156 high grade yellow versus red. Meatball. Trask. And Taurus. Then we have classic cover. I always price this way lower. Key Collector says something ridiculous like 50. I ain't doing that. Nice copy, but I'm doing 50. I think they also say this one's something like 45 or 50. I'm doing 20. 2 classic bullseye covers. 161, awesome bullseye cover. I'm always surprised that this one price is lower than those. That one actually could be a gradable candidate on I. Esmeralda. Meatball. Get the rest of my Daredevil. Actually, isn't this Frank Miller era? 162. These are mid-grade 162s. Mid to low 163, which can actually be a more pricey book, but that one's got spine tips. Larlete gets the 12 center. Judge. Grown. Bowers. I think we're caught up, yes. 164, mid to low. 165, mid. 166, I actually have 2 mids of these. 167, first appearance of Mauler, mid. Esmeralda. Mid with the G. And an I. Marley with the J. Water break. Surprised B is still here. Oh shit, I forgot I had coffee. All right. Cheers. No wine today, just coffee and water. E is high grade. I'd probably park it at like a 992. 169 is the second Electra. That is a mid newsy A. 170 first Kingpin in a Daredevil title. High newsy G. Mid to high first battle on J. Laura went A. I have a Riley on G. Zanowitz Casey. 172, mid, 173, mid to high. These are actually now mid to high, I'd say. This one's a gradable candidate, and actually, this one's got a little bit of heat to it right now. First appearance of the hand, 174 on G. Meatball. Hours. Meatball Bowers, Zanowitz. Tyrannos. Okay. Joe. Similar, 175. First appearance of Stick, similar grade, D. Same with 177. And first meeting with Shang-Chi and Luke Cage, G. Meatball. John. Classic cover, mid-high 179. First Sewer King, mid-high 180. Death of Electra, near mint, maybe near mint minus on E. Classic cover 182, mid-high. And then my always favorites, the Punisher, and then the first team up. Those are high grade. $185, $186, $187, first appearance of the Chase. $188, that's a near mint classic Black Widow cover. We got a Jules on I. Meat on A. Master on J. Joe on G. Then I have the same one, high grade, but the Newsy on I. Death of Stick, high grade 189, J. Resurrection of Electra, high grade 190, A. One of the best comic solo issues ever written called Roulette, high 191, G. Since you guys love to see your dots, that one would be a gradable. That first torpedo on H is still chilling there. Someone get that. High grade first Sister Maggie. And then look at that. We have our last one. First Lady Deathstrike before she becomes Lady Deathstrike. J. Full wall. Darkseid versus Galactus, The Hunger. Crazy Elseworlds one-shot story, Marvel, DC crossover from the 90s. Darkseid, Galactus hunts worlds to eat worlds, and he winds up on Darkseid's home planet. It's ridiculous. Full wall. Let's do something about it. Beyonder takes the wall. Hell yeah. And free books ensue. All right. Full run. DC versus Vampires All Out War. The Kelly Jones Dead Man series, the graphic novel. First appearance of Robin King. Ooh, look at the glare on C. That's crazy. All right, I'm going to bring it down here. There you go. Defenders Annual #1. See, a cool demon bundle. We have a mid-grade first appearance of Etrigan Demon, but I also have his first mini-series, too, bundled in there. Demon bundle. Like the Warpath. The Jewels. Which was, let's see, Warpath got B, nothing on B. Tyrannos got A. Nice. First, Henry Ducard, very high grade, Newsy. C. I actually forget what this is. I know I typically do them for $4, but this one's the Newsy. 626. 5. It's Electrocutioner, maybe? First Blackgate, maybe? I forget. Detective Comics Annual 2 through 5. Pretty much all the values in #2. Very high grade Bowland, Batman versus the KKK cover, and that is the Newsy page. Or leak. Hold on, let me go to F and see if I have Fireborn. Yep, I have Fireborn. Who was that? N7. There you go. All right. Let's get back to it. All right. Doc Strange 13. First appearance of One Above All. That is what you call mid-grade. Dork #1. Cover price is the 4th printing. On B. And then I have cover A of first printing #3. And then I have the cover B, which is the F team up Scotty Young of Dork on E. It's a funny one. Dragon Slayer, #1. Marvel adaptation, it's the Newsy on F. First appearance of the Beast of the Hand near mint. Elektra, #1. That is her first solo series. Laura Lee and Ez got the Scotty Young. Laura Lee and Ez. Laura Lee. Tyrannos went BCE. Meatball. Parks. Elf Quest, #1. C. There's some more of these indie #1s. Like I said, watch out. Some of these are starting to make some crazy moves in the aftermarket. So I grabbed up from Oni Press, Estuary, A Ghost Story, #1 on H. I also have a near mint Eternal Warrior 4, which is your first cameo of Bloodshot. New books continue. I have from Vault, Excommunicated, #1. But I also have a bunch of the blind bags. You could get like some crazy variant in here or something like that. I actually have 10 of those suckers. So it is a mystery. It is a gamble. But there you go. Bowers. H. Zanowitz. On the E. George gets the blind bag. George. Bowers gets a cover A. Parks, it's a blind bag. You know, I've never opened a blind bag myself. I've never done it. For some reason, I like the idea of a sealed blind bag more than a ripped open one. But then I guess you'll never know if you've got something spicy, so I guess you have to. We've got some leaning going on here. F is just the first cover A, yes. I got 3 of Planet Atmos, Exordium. Mad Cave #1s are exploding. So there you go. Again, just cover price on E. Could be a great read. I don't know. Laura gets cover A. First appearance of Astronomica, FF #1 from 2016, I want to say. Full wall. Parks takes one of the E's. Kind of fun doing some new books. Very different than what I normally do. And a lot of them I'm rocking like a 5% profit margin, but hey, whatever. B is Dork #1, 4th printing. Cover price. All my indie #1s, I'm doing cover price. A lot of this stuff is starting to get some weird numbers in the aftermarket, so watch out. This appears to be the year where a lot of people are grabbing up indie #1s and selling them for stupid numbers on the after. Thanks, Kev. Kevin, I don't think you have a pile. I think that's your first book. And again, most of you at this point do fall under the 20% off. A lot of you get enough books that you're just doing all this stuff for 20% off, which is extra the way to do it, I gotta say. You got it, Kev. That in terms of like collections, I kind of wish I got graded. I think that Star Wars collection has to be the #1 of the year, big time. Full wall. We need some spots cleared up, please and thank you. Get a water break. Okay. Okay, where did I put your there? 4 seconds ago. I still have 5 of those blind bags on G. D and I, and we have a couple spots cleared up, courtesy of Laura. Thank you. Oh, here's our Fireborn #1. Again, another brand new indie. Who knows if it blows up or whatever, but there you go. Actually, Yonder? No, but you do now. There you go. Judge. Oop, we got a little loss of. There we go. Butcher. Bowers. Parks. Okay. And Kevin. And there's one blind bag left of excommunicated. All right, what we got? Oh, cool. I do have a little spot, and I do mean little spot, of some vintage Flash 192 mid-grade 15 center, 201 mid-grade 15 first, low, maybe even low on I. Claim the rest. You'll have to let me know if you got one of the crazy ones. Beats are broken. And apparently, Beats Are Broken, you've been a member of the channel for a long time if you've got that indicator next to your name. So that's awesome. Thank you very much. Good luck. Here, have a cover A for free. Beats Are Broken. Make sure you fill out the link, first name, last name. Get that username right. That's how I invoice you. Beats Are Broken is what I'll be looking for. Alan Moore's From Hell. Gradable, 1991. All Flash. I only have 3, but you got it. That was Judge. Dude, another one of my cables just sold. What is going on? Someone knows something we don't. 1966, Forbidden Worlds. Relatively mid-grade, $8. First appearance of Garbage Pail Kids in comics. This is actually pretty tough to find. IDW from like 2010, I think. The Puketacular #1. Ghostbusters 1 from First Comics. Half Eye. Ghost Rider 74, First Centurious. It's actually a pretty high copy. Like I never have Ghost Rider for you guys. Beyonder. Poliwhirl. Oh, Bowers. Thank you, sir. Ghost Rider 68 Origin. That is a mid to high grade newsie from 1981. Gee. Ghost Rider 15. I always do these for 5s if they're near mint. This one is near mint, but it's the ding ding. That's the newsie. Glow in the dark. Key Collector says it's 15. I'm doing 10. The Good Asian, #1. Never read it. Dude, I just sold another Cable #1. What is going on here? I mean, yay. Look, that Cable #1. You know, I think I must sold out. That is crazy. Hey, a win's a win. Neely got an E. Green Arrow, #1, near mint on E. We should have a pretty cool big book coming up. I need some spots cleared up. Green Hornet, #1, 1967. First Silver Age Green Hornet when it became Gold Key. That's pretty cool. A mid-grade copy, maybe mid to low on E. Now we're in a little spot. Nope, never mind. Just one book. First, Aricia, Tales of the Green Lantern Corps, #1. I remember I hunted the 9.8 of that for years. That's a tough one. Let's claim different books than just E. Help me out here. First, Grendel, published under Dark Horse. It's called War Child. Near mint. And because I always forget to say, go ahead and hit that like button if you will. I always forget. Gee. Yonder. Full run includes the first appearance of Gravity. This was in my video of characters Marvel has never used again. Oh, gee. Western Gunfighters #6. The Death of Carter Slade, the original Ghost Rider. I don't think I've ever had that before. That's pretty cool. That's a mid-grade #6. Killed another long box. Can we get a little bit more clearing on this wall? I'm still working with very few spots here. Thank you, John. PFG, thank you. Hope you're doing well, Ez. All right. Brand new from Bad Idea, just like Mad Cave. Bad Idea, the publisher. A lot of books are blowing up. Cover A, first print of The Cab. That'll be on a brand new book, cover price. GI Combat. It's pretty rare that I have that, but 12-cent top cab. It's actually pretty decent, but I only tend to do $5 on stuff like that. Here's a number 1. That's a really nice copy. That's a high-grade Harvey number 1 from 1970. Has got A, Park's got A and B. Let me get the A and B. And the A. Judge got an A. Grown Ask Gamer. A. Thanks, Raymond. Poliwhirl. Glue. Good choice. Solo Adventures. First appearance of Buck Chisholm. Trick Shot or something like that. High grade Solo Avengers number 1. Another Image number 1 brand new book. Head Lopper. I'm actually just going to put 3 up. These ones are like really thick, heavy books. I'm going to put them on G. I also have some. I always grab a Jenny Frison cover. She only makes like 1 a month, but there's her most recent Hello Body Horror. Jenny Frison horror cover. And Laura gets 1. And Ez gets 1. And 1 left. We only have 1 Dork number 1 left on B, 1 ElfQuest number 1 on C. Alf, thank you. And then we have our Hello Darkness cover. I got 3 of those. Kind of a pretty similar cover, if you ask me, on I. Ez got 1 of those. Nicholas Ford joining us. The claim on C. Laura, I. 1 left. Some 12-cent hot rod racers, mid to low on C. I actually have 2 of them if you want another one. Are we blurry again? I feel like my camera is doing some weird things today. There we go. That's a little better. We do have a full wall I know the new books aren't everybody's bread and butter. It's all right. I think it's fun. Also, it's good for me to know this stuff because in 10 years from now, I'm going to need to know these number ones. So I'd like to keep my knowledge fresh of this stuff. Thank you, Ribby. Palp gets the hots. Ribby. Oh, yeah, I moved you over here. I literally need more spaces cleared up to put some of these books up. I have an almost complete Howard the Duck. It is literally missing one book, number 32. But presently, I have nowhere to put it on the wall. So I just have to put it down here. If you want it, say, claim Howard the Duck, mostly high grade. Ready. First Gwenpool, solo something, I forget. On C. Howard the Duck 1. Claim Howard. I will have more bundles too. Couple affordable Hulks. First Warbound, Incredible Hulk 94, near mint. First Lycana, Sal Romero, the Ghost Rider of 1944, and first Elvis 3, triple key on Hulk 1. I think that's the current run. All right. Mr. Henderson. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you, Joe. First Titan Hulk. Key Collector still says 15 bucks for that. I'm down to 5, which is ironically what it cost off the rack. Mr. Marsh went F and I. Thank you, Tim. Oh, Tim, you actually have a pile already. Sweet. Full run of the excellent Human Target Tom King run. Awesome. And then I have something really cool, but I need some spots on the wall to open up in order to do it. I need some of the bottom row picked at in order to get this big pile up here. What can we do? I haven't even sold one of the headlockers, cover price headlockers. Still 3 of Estuary left on H. Hank reminding everybody to hit that like button. And since you guys love to see it, there you go. There's your dot. Hank, I think that's your first book. Hank, I have a couple Christmas covers, but I don't know if you have them. So I'll have to send you a picture or something. things. Hank? Oh. All right, Laurel's going to give me the spot open. All right, so I want to say a month or two ago, I noticed that all Image Comics were having an Invincible month, which means that every Image title made a Invincible cover. Now, the funny thing is, when you randomly grab all the Invincible variants, sometimes that comic is like a pretty big book. It just happens to be the variant of that book. So here are all, as a mystery bundle, I have all of the Invincible. You could claim them all, but we'll keep them random. Otherwise, you guys can just pick at them. Invincible variants across all Image titles. I've got them all. Or if you want to say claim all Invincible, I can give you a couple for free. Judge just did it, so it's over before we started. I'm going to give you a couple for free. Round of applause for Judge. All right. Okay, then we have, I have some cool bundles coming up. Invincible, I just said Invincible, reset. Impulse number 1 through 6. 1 through 6. From that crazy near mint Star Wars collection, a full run of Indiana Jones, all 30 some issues. From that same guy, another bundle, our near mint full set of The Watchmen. Great on eye. Perfect. Near mint. Origins. The complete Origin arc and what was called Origin 2 on B. Claim the current wall, which I think was right before I put B up. Thank you. Hank, you're going to get some free stuff. Actually, you know what, Hank? Let me go get those Christmas covers. Why don't I just make all the Christmas covers for free? Let me go. I have them in a pile. Give me a second. All right, Hanktimus. Thank you, sir. Oh, my back. Jeez. I swear I'm 1,000 years old. Infinity War. Near mint. Another Image comic to watch out for. In Your Skin. I grabbed 5. Let's do some Iron Man. 32 is a non-key. Mid to low, late 60s A. 33 for Spymaster, similar. F. 39, non-key, but a little nicer in condition on G. Mid to low grade, 44, 20 center. And then Tales of Suspense, 67, low grade. And unfortunately, you have the top ripped off. Ribbies on B. Thank you, Rib. My friend Art Green, thank you for A. Iron Man 149, low grade Doctor Doom thing. E. Another brand new book. Everybody loves a jewel thief. Again, some image, not just image, some #1 indies. Indies appear to be like the entire market right now. I can't believe E is still here. I'm almost like, feel like I need to check my Wi-Fi connection. You guys still there? Mic check. Ed's got the E. Okay. All right. Nico's Johnny Quest. I actually put this as the thumbnail book. This is a high-grade Newsy Dave Stevens classic cover. It's not near mint, but it's up there on A. Jubilee's Deadly Reunion. I chose to get the Derek Chu cover, which was a little nicer than cover A. First appearance of Eason Chung. So it's a first appearance. Cover price on J. Palf. Nice. What issue number is I? 67. Beats are broken. Where did I put your pile of beats? There you are. Yeah, I have. I do all my new book orders, but the problem is I have it set so that it doesn't come to me for like 2 months. So like everything over the course of the last 2 months all comes to me at once. That's why I got so many new books today. Juggernauts, first solo series complete bundle A. Chris. All right. What's that? B and D. We have some 1962 Justice League. Non-key, relatively low. It's number 16 for $20. I also have the first appearance of Queen Bee. Once again, probably around that 4 or 5 condition on J. F, G, H. Little Iron Man full suite. Sticker price took a hike. Judge. Justice League of America 27 is the second appearance of Amazo. That's a pretty clean mid-grade on G. One of the bigger books of the night. I do have a mid to low slightly. First Crime Syndicate, number 29. That's a big one. Non-key 12, non-key 37, and a non-key 39. Most of those are bopping around a 4 to a 5. Let's see, I and J. Polyroll. Parks. Then we have Metamorpho joins the JLA in a mid-grade 42. A low grade, this is normally a higher price. First Royal Flush game, but it's quite low, 43. Mid-grade 44. First appearance of the Shaggy Man, mid 45. First appearance of Antimatter Man, and it's like first Silver Age Solomon Grundy or something. Mid to low, maybe more low on J. That is issue 46. Ribby. And I do have more 12-cent DC coming up. I actually know I have Teen Titans. Similar mid 47, more 12-cent Justice League, Silver Age stuff. Thank you, Black Spider. Appreciate the kind words. Let's go ahead and drop the link as a reminder. Nice. Oh, wait a second. Okay. I know this is, since we have a momentary lull, can I show you guys something really, really cool that I just got? I buy comics, but once in a while I buy video games. And there was this lady that had a couple original Nintendo NES games she wanted to sell me. And she said that she had the action set of the original box. So we kind of came to an agreement on price beforehand, and then she brought me the games. She actually ended up having a much better box. Check this out. Those of you who might know anything about video games, this is the original 1985 first release NES with Rob the Robot. And these frickin' things go for $1,000. So actually, I ended up getting a crazy good deal beyond what we thought I was getting. So that might be one of the coolest purchases of the year, believe it or not. Those of you who know anything about video games. Not only that, but all the games are in box with manual and everything. So cool, great condition, super cool. I have to nerd out about more than just comics. Yeah. Honestly, you know what's funny? It's not even comics, and I feel like that's the best pickup of the year. Either that or that Star Wars collection. But the Star Wars collection would have been the greatest pickup of the year if I had been more patient and actually graded some of that stuff. Because there were like assuredly some 9.8s in there. Crazy. All right, let's get back to it because we are actually only at the halfway point. We're at J. We have a long way to go to get to X. So let's see what we can do. I finally got you guys some 12-cent DC. Take it. Condition on H. I'm calling it a 4.5 to a 5, Mr. Legend. First Prime Syndicate. I can't believe we are getting stuck on Silver Age DC. I thought that was going to be the star of the show today. Even the new books were selling faster than Silver Age DC. What is this? Eric Hill, thank you for keeping us moving here. I don't think you have a pile. No. CENF. 49, a little more like mid to high C. This is just a high grade, number 50. First Silver Age appearance of the Golden Age Robin on F. 55, mid to high. Strelick, nice. Yeah, I might do it like a YouTube short showing that NES purchase. The only thing is, I don't know if my I don't know if my people really care about video games. It's a comic book channel, so I don't know how well that would do, but I might still do it. E to Jules. All right, then I have Justice League International 18 is the one where Lobo actually becomes the Lobo we actually know. If you don't know, Lobo was really weird when they first wrote him. He was not the main man. This is the bundle which has the inverse, and this one's a little nicer condition. This one's got a couple spine ticks, but it's a key collector 12 or 15, and I'm doing 5 and 10, so it's pretty good. Laura Lee, thank you. Pick up the pace. Justice League America 26. That's the first title change. It's a high grade and it's the newsie. Justice League 200 classic George Perez wraparound cover, high grade E. That's Mr. Henderson on J. Just normally I don't even put this. I kind of keep this in my dollar bins unless it's near mint. I did get a near mint Kazar the Savage in 1981 on J. Near mint newsie. Thank you, Jules. And I have a high grade Kong the Untamed DC 25 center in Mylar. Give me 1 second. I have to go run in and get my coffee heated up. So give me 1 minute. You guys can discuss amongst yourself. Ez, thank you. Put up before I go. First, Gold Lantern and Monster Boy, Legion 6. Okay, I'll be right back. Please hold. All right. Sorry for the delay. Wow, I was gone a little while. Okay. Um, okay. Thank you, Marcus. Esmeralda. All right, we are caught up. Speaking of Lobo, I do have Lobo #1 from the new 52. I don't see that too much. That's on E. I have Luke Cage Annual #1. That is a mid grade. It is in Mylar. We have Maestro #1. Small cover price. Key on E. Sorry for the delay. Wait a second. That must be a little behind. All right, we are back in business. Welcome back, everybody. G is the second appearance of a Mazo. We have an undoing of a claim. Gosh. All right, I don't have a spot for it, so we'll have to wait. Beyonder, thank you. The near mint Kazar is back. Get excited, everyone. Get excited. Full wall. I still can't believe these 12-cent Justice Leaguers are not flying off here. I thought I was so well priced on that stuff. B and D, all B and D. Hell, thank you, sir. problem with going alphabetically. You never know what's in here, what's going to be popular, what's not. Parks, thank you, sir. Magic's first solo series, just a little $4. I also have the final issue, First Dark Child. Here is a low grade Man Bat #1. A mid to high grade in Mylar Marvel Triple Action #1. Hollyworld. The giant sticker is the price. Be honored. First appearance of the Challenger of the Universe, or something like that. A mid to high newsy Marvel 2-in-1 Annual 7. I have a lot of Invincible stuff today. Masters of the Universe #1 from 2002. First appearance of Invincible in a preview. B. Can you guys not see the bottom row? I've got it up on my phone here, so I can see what you guys are seeing, and I see it very clearly. Maybe I'm standing in front of it. Maybe that's the problem. Judge. Moon Knight #1 and 2, just cover price. Cameo for full appearance of Hunter's Moon. E. Jenny Frison covers. I should have grabbed more because this is a really good one. Moonstar #2. Beautiful Jenny Frison stuff. Kipker. Ready? All right, hold on. I'm seeing Laura and Revocation. Holy smokes, Revocation! It's been a while. How you doing? Revocation. One of the ugliest covers ever made. High grade, Morbius 2. The Frank Cho, Ms. Marvel 1, high grade H. Mid to low grade Munsters 12 center. On B. Love the Munsters. Next part. Bowers. All right, that long box was a lot slower, but we did kill another long box. We did it. A full run of not only Naomi, but also Naomi Season 2. This is a laughably cheap price in comparison to what that used to be. Who remembers when Naomi #1 was a $50 book on its own? Crazy times. Thank you, Laura. Okay, another Jenny Frison. Neighborhood Watch, the glow in the dark variant I swung for. Jenny Frison Virgin variant. Let's see. I have 2 near mint first Magmas. Sometimes I put a little extra if it's a newsie, but that's just the price of the direct. But those are newsie. All right, so C. Oh, that went quick. Vader 0. Moon Knight bundle. Parks Ravencroft, one of the Magnus. New Mutants 14. I have 2 high graders. Ilyana Rasputin joins the New Mutants. Small key here, New Warriors 28. Double key, first Turbo and Cardinal near mint. Who's my favorite X-Men character? Colossus. Yeah. I remember freaking out when I was a kid and Colossus was in X-Men 2. And unfortunately, it was like this tiny little cameo. I think this is the first full appearance of Trigon, a very high grade new Teen Titans 6. I also have a mid to high grade first Blackfire on F. Although, you know what? I really, really do like Nightcrawler. I really do like Nightcrawler. I feel like all my favorite X-Men ones are all the first appearances that came from Giant Size X-Men 1. Just happened to, like, I love Storm, Nightcrawler, Colossus. Like, those are my favorites. It just worked out that way. Eric? Not a big Cyclops guy. I don't give a crap about Angel. I don't know. First Vigilante cameo. Very high grade and newsy Titans 35. F. Jason, I got all those on high grade Bs. Thank you, Zach, from Facebook. In its place, first Troya, high grade newsy 1989. Newsies were on the outs of Titans 55. Okay. Need some help on this wall, it looks like. We gotta see some movement. We are a little over the halfway point. We have 2 long boxes left, but can we get there? I got some Punisher coming up. X-Men. Let's see what else. Silver Age Marvel. Some more bundles. I got some pretty crazy stuff coming up, but we gotta get there. Parks takes one of the Bs. Still got a full wall. 110 to clear the wall. I have to get a calculator out. Please hold. 34 plus 25 plus 40 plus 5 plus 12 plus 4. Oh, I did 304. Oops. Okay. 34, not 340, plus 25 plus 45 plus 16. Actually, I will do better than that. What you just said is to clear the wall 110. Why don't we just give you, it's 120. So why don't I just give you this bundle for free? That way it's 105. And I'll find another $5, make that for free. And I'll do even better. A full wall means 3 free books. So I see your offer, but I raise you a better offer. All right. Full run of Nice House on the Lake, 1 through 12. That's book 12. I have the Bronze Age Nick Fury Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Probably only like a 5, but there you go. Pretty cool. I have the Silver Age Nick Fury Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Also like a 5. That one might be a little better. And I have Nick Fury Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. the 80s one. Why did I not bundle that? 70s, 80s, and 60s all present. That's cool. I missed a very obvious opportunity to bundle that. That would have been cool. Number 4, kind of low, but the classic stuff there. Same with this one, 5, kind of low, but good Steranko stuff. This one's not low. This one is mid, maybe mid-high on G. Very classic Steranko space cover. And then this one's like a 8.5 to a 9, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 8. I also have annual number 2. And sort of Sergeant Fury related, Special Marvel Edition 7 mid-grade. Nesmith. His first Scorpio is dope, though. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you, Nesmith. I have a bunch of 12-cent Sergeant Fury, Howling Commandos, all bopping around between like a 4 to like a 6 range. Number 26. This one's low, 33, 50, 51. These are all the Silver Age stuff I do for under 10. Or if you just want to say claim all Fury, I'll give you 2 books for free. I don't have a ton of it, but I'll give you 2 books for free. $55, $56. 12-cent Marvel. For some strange reason, 12-cent Silver Age stuff has been the slowest mover of the day. Who could have ever predicted that? That is just bizarre. I got the new books flying off the wall, but it's the Silver Age stuff that's stuck. Thank you, pal, for the G claim. More 58, 12-cent Howling Commandos. Anyone want to say claim all Fury? I'll give you all the Fury. There's our Nick Fury fans. claim all Fury, Sergeant Fury. So you're not getting the Nick Fury Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., but you get all Sergeant. Let's get you some free stuff, Lou. Pardon my terrible handwriting. All right. I got some glare on the nice house on the lake. All right. Near Mint. Someone was just asking me about this. Nightcrawler. That's his first solo. Very underrated Nova key. A couple first appearances in there. A gradable Nova 12. Spidey team up and first appearance of Photon. Near Mint. Second appearance of Lobo. This is actually the first time he's actually named. Quantum Leap. #1. Near Mint. Hold on 1 second. Ruby. Bowers. I'm pinning this fantastic comment. That's awesome. Palf. This book can be like 15 bucks. Caught a couple spine ticks on here, so I'm doing 5. Question number 1. Phantom Stranger, 25 center, mid to high grade, 10 bucks. 25 center. Sometimes people like to grade these and they end up being like 200 bucks, so watch out for stuff like that. Thomas, the movie adaptation. They have a high grade First Power Rangers. Where are we? Beyonder. Judge. Okay. Another Mad Cave #1. Pretty Hate Machine. Almost sounds like the Future Breed Machine, the Sugar song. Hell yeah, you guys understood that reference. Punisher meets Archie, perfect condition. Classic, ridiculous book. I also got these. Sometimes I like grabbing the movie covers. It's the John Bernthal variant for Daredevil, not Daredevil, for Punisher #3 from the brand new series. Cover price. Oh boy, a lot of people wanted that. Holy crap. Bob's, let me just pin it. Bob's Bowers. Bob's. Bowers. Please hold. Bob's Bowers Parks. And then Judge. Oh my God, a lot of people wanted that. Jeez. Guys, you think you like John Bernthal, huh? Don't miss out on the Pretty Hate Machines on H. Movie special, good enough to get graded. And I don't have 1, but I do have a high grade 2. a mid-grade 3, and a high-grade 4 from the original series. All right, and here's a new book I actually know is hot. I'm going to put it on I for image. Red Roots, #1. I'm going cover A, cover price, cover A. I got a bunch of them on I. Marcus and Polly got or actually just Marcus got D. Mr. Bowers. Watch out for Red Roots, just saying. Sealed near mint, Ren and Stimpy, 1. There's Murata. I actually have, I got 15 copies of Red Roots, so I have a bunch of them on I. Red Sonia, mid-grade bronze non-key on D. High grade #3 on J, and I don't even have room to fit the rest. Why on earth is B, F, and G here? Punisher limited series stuff. That is typically bona fide fly off the wall stuff. We're slow today. E, F, G. There it is. Don't forget B. 300. Punisher. Bowers gets an H. Revocation. Where's that? That was recent-ish. Revocation. Okay. High grade classic cover Red Sonia 4 E. I got 2 Robin #1s, full sets. I just said #1. Excuse me. Full run of Robin, the direct and newsstands. Thanks, Kev. Neely. Polly. Robocop #1. Not perfect, but high grade. Sealed Morbius #1, first solo series. I also have a signed by Dave Stevens on the interior cover, Pacific Presents #1, and a number 2. Watch out whenever you get Dave Stevens stuff in. He was not someone who would sign on the cover often. He would typically sign on the inside. So check your Dave Stevens books. You got something crazy. Mr. Nesmith, let's do it together. I had it lined out before, but I would say it is a 6. A 6-0. We have a perfect copy, the first Road Solo Series. Another full run alert. We have the full run of 1602 bundled with the New World 1602 side series. Great, crazy read. Good stuff. Dominic FP is on B. That rhymed. Thank you, sir. B. Next replication. John, I almost missed that. Thank you. This is a book I've been hunting for a while. This is not near mint. It's mid-grade. I'm trying to hunt for the near mint. It's nearly impossible. Samurai Jack #1. That's a nightmare. Some small key, can't remember. Secret Files and Origins Nightwing. And then Secret Files and Origins Batman. Whoever that is, that's the first appearance. D. Then I have, dude, Key Collector had something crazy like $40 for this. I remember always doing it for 10, so I'm keeping it at 10. A high grade, first Zaron, the Weapons Master, Shang-Chi 77. Shang-Chi number 60, classic Doctor Doom cover. High grade B. G. Doc Swift. Swift, make sure you fill out the link, first name, last name, all that good stuff. I'll send you the invoice after the sale. And here is the link. I don't even really have room for this on the wall because it's a giant fat bundle. This is the complete run of Volume 5. You don't have to go hunting a single issue. The entire thing is here. Can my wall handle that? No. Okay. So Shazam will be down here if you want to have to say claim Shazam. Oh, yeah, you got it, man. Oh, yeah. Shock Suspense Stories, the 1974 reprint, which has a little bit of value on its own. Mid-grade B. Showcase 53. G.I. Joe stuff. Mid-grade F. Immediately got grabbed. Do you want the other one I got? I have Showcase 54. Let me know. I'll give you the 53. 54 will be sitting here. Fantasy Masterpieces, First Mephisto, reprint from 1979, high grade. Joe. Full wall. Jewels on A. That took too long to sell that one. Ugh. Old man sounds. This is cool. This is not just 6 from Series 1 through 6. It's also 6 from Series 2, so Volume 2, the complete run as well. So the full, super full, high-grade run of 6 from Series, every comic ever made of it. Justin, is that an I? Yes. Thank you, Justin. And we still have a full wall. Let me check my phone for something real quick. And again, I also have, I'm going to put it over Redrix, the complete run of Shazam. I think that's the most recent run, I want to say. The whole thing. And I'll be right back. I'm going to get an apple because I have not eaten today. Before I do that, CE2 Parks. I'll put up 2 more books for your consideration. Mid-grade, Sinister House, 6, some Bronze Age horror, and let's do a high-grade first Scarson of Hulk. Boom. I'm going to go get some food. Give me a second. Sorry, that took way longer than I wanted to. My son wanted to show me all his cows and piggies from Fisher Price. Boy, where are we? I think that was the last thing I saw. So B and C. Why is this moving? Here we are. All right. Here's a book I had so many of in the Uncle Lou collection. It's a $10 book that I dropped it down to $5. So there you go. Now this next book is tricky because I actually need an entirely cleared row in order to put this next one up. So let's see if I can get like a full top row. If I can get a cleared top row, I can put this next thing up because it's a 5-issue wraparound thing. So I need 5 spots to show it off. If you get the top row, I'll knock off $5. I need the space. Yeah, he's the best. He goes, "Oh, animals." And then he goes, "Oh, piggy. Oh, cow." Like he has to say, "Oh," like he's surprised before each one. Awesome. I wish I had cows to show people. That's right. All right, I'm gonna have to come back to that wraparound because I need the full. I need space in order to do it, and I don't have it. So, Son of Satan, mid-grade 2, Origin of the Possessor, small little thing, Bronze Age, from the Star Wars collection, near mint, all gradable, the full 2001 Space Odyssey complete Marvel series run. Complete top row and give to others. This guy I just put up there, so I'll pause on that, but I will put it in as a gift. Thanks, Tim. I said I was going to make this one $10. All right. Vinny, go to like any of my regular YouTube videos. I have my contact information in there. Just shoot me an email and we'll get it done. Unless, of course, your stuff is really crazy and I can't afford it. So if you have like crazy golden age books and stuff, sometimes there are collections that come my way that I literally can't even buy. But hey, we'll get it done. Curse of Spawn, 1 near mint. I got a good old fashioned 90s sealed pack this week. I got some Spawn 62, Classic Capullo, Angela cover. 3 of them near minty. Spawn, first appearance of Nordic, the Viking Spawn, and a full run of 1 through 10, all, of course, high grade on E. Palth, Nesmith. Good claim, Nesmith. Stupidly, Nesmith, I didn't bring it, which was so dumb, but he also had the full Battlestar Galactica as well. But I forgot to bring it. Sorry. Oh, crap. Did I have a full top row? Damn it. I meant to do the connecting code. All right. Kicker. Judge, I think I left it at the antique shop. I can try to remember. Fun fact: this fan edition #1 first Viking spawn, it was in like Hero magazine or something like that. Like it was kind of hard to get this. I'm surprised it's not worth more. Later. All right, one book, Curse of Spawn. Let's see, what's the key significance of that? I know it's something. First appearance of Daniel Lonso as Spawn, born 400 years in the future. Okay. 1996. Someone get A out of here, and I will do. There it is. Kicker. All right, here we go. Sonic the Hedgehog under DC, a DC crossover, in which I have the full connecting variant. I have 3 copies of the full set. Let me show it all off here. Of course, Sonic is Flash. Silver is Green Lantern. Tails is Cyborg. And of course, Shadow is Batman. But I have 1 through 5, all of the DC wraparound covers in which everybody, and they made Amy Wonder Woman, they made Knuckles Superman, which I like that choice. So what I'm going to do is, if you want to claim, you can say claim Sonic or one of each. You just can't claim just one. And it looks like they're all gone. Pal says claim a Sonic. Again, this is just cover price. Who else? Vader. And the final one was Jules. Sweet. This is not a key. It's just one of my favorite solo issue stories ever. If you buy this book, you have to promise me you will read it. Spectre #5. This is one of my favorite covers of all time. Spectre jumping out of an exploding city on a dinosaur. Gotta love it. Full run of Spirit, The New Adventures from Kitchen Sink. Full run of Tale of Teen Titans. Origin issues and whatnot. Full run of Stargirl, The Lost Children, all complete mini-series. Oh, we got a little blurry. Come on. Dominic gets the exploding dinosaur. There. Hey, we got a new member. Thanks for the membership, writers. Thank you very much. Cody, give that a read. It's awesome. Okay. Storm, the Mightiest Mutant, number 4. Small key. Furaha. Probably mispronounced that. The Daughter of Storm, first appearance. B. I got 3 of them. Full run, once again, another Tom King full run. Strange Adventures. All right, that's a little heavy for the top row, but that's all right. Mars Attacks. Mars Attacks, make sure you fill out the link so I can toss you an invoice after the show. And also, Mars Attacks, if you get 10 or 20 books, you can actually get 10 or 20% off. All right. Uh-oh, it's 12-cent DC. Neil Adams, homage to Steranko. Mid-grade, Strange Adventures, Dead Man, 216. Another pack. First Stranger Things comic, I have 3 on E. Six string, it's the Ostrander Run, issue number 5. Just fantastic stuff. A is complete. Let's grab that for you. Builder, Lou, Judge. Builder, Lou, Judge. Okay. Rick. Woodward 1569, thank you for your claim on A. Make sure you fill out the link, first name, last name, so that I can get you shipped out first thing Monday morning and invoiced. Nesmith 1602 was a fantastic Marvel run. This is not only just a full run of that, it's also the full run of 1602, The New World Order. Then we have a low-grade, non-key Strange Tales 131. We have about a 4.5, maybe even just a 4.0. Strange Tales 115. First mention of Ashanti, second Sandman. It's like a lot of seconds. Pretty big book, actually. All right. High grade Super Action 1 on A. Mid grade Supergirl 9 first series J. Nesmith, you got like 5 inches in your box. That is 100% what she said. That was awesome. You got 5 inches in your box. That is huge. That's gigantic. All right. I'm starting to really love these puzzle game, weird 70s and 80s stuff. Here's just one of the Marvel ones. You have to actually break out a pencil and complete all the puzzles inside. It's super cool. C&E. I accidentally grabbed this out of the dollar bin thinking I was rich. Nope, it's the reprint. All-Star Superman 1. Oops. Still a decent dollar bin pull, but no, not too crazy. I can't believe I've had this in 2 claim sales back to back. Probably like a 5.0 absolute classic Neil Adams. Could be like a 4.5 E. 233. A book I used to never, ever, ever get. Near mint. First Doomsday. Only got one this week. That's a claim sale classic. All right. I'm going to take Shazam down because I still want you guys to see that I have a few more of these red roots. Number 1. That's nice. That one for my friend. Excuse me. First appearance of Nuclear Man, Quest for Peace. Nice grade. I think this is just an Alex Ross crypto cover that people really like. Superman 680 from 2008. 6 string, thank you. Laura, thank you. Oh wait, yeah, I have to grab more. Hold on. I have a couple sealed. Death of Superman. There we go. Grade on A, 8.5. Something like that. Bondage cover, Lois Lane bronze. This is mid to high 120. Mid to high 117. Thank you, Doc Swift. Where did I have you? Laura Lee. Anniversary issue 100. Mid to high D. Superman, the book and record set. Decent mid-grade copy, but most importantly, it has the vinyl in there on A. It's a Nesmith E. Then we have a Laura D. I have the full run of Superman Aliens, perfect condition, and Superman Batman Aliens, which had a higher price tag than I thought it would have been. It's only 2 issues, but it's more expensive than Superman Aliens. Superman one shot called Powell. Judge. Loop. Judge. Swamp Thing Annual 4 in Mylar. First appearance of the Gray and Batman team up. One of the best solo issues written in the last 15 years, Swamp Thing Winter Special. Swordmasters, first solo series. Complete. J. Dominic. First appearance of Tachyon. D. Swift. Tales of Suspense 76. Copies about a 335. First cameo of Ultimo. Second Sharon Carter on E. We have not sold a single cover price. First appearance of Storm's Daughter. Still brand new book on B. Then we have the first Ultimo and Peggy Carter. 3035 on A. Hydrate, folks. All right, full wall. 6 string, thank you. Claim tails. So 1, 2. I have a couple more hiding that down here. Okay. Sweet. That's Lou. $15 for F. Yeah, I'm a reasonable guy. Okay. Tank Girl Apocalypse. 1. Tank Girl Odyssey. 1. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie special. I actually have cover A and B. Rateable candidates. Movie adaptation on E. Justin gets 1. You get the cover A. Cover B is still there. Actually, both. Okay. And actually, I have another TMT thing from IDW 52. Jenica ID revealed. Whatever that means. Key Collector says it's 12. I'll do 10. Full wall. Full wall. Okay. Still no movement. Let's see some action, folks. We are on our last box. Claim TMNT. Got it. Wish I had more for you. Right, next. This is definitely the variety one. This is like the result of like 7 different but very small collections. 1 through 3, there are some keys here in the new 52 Teen Titans. 1 through 3. And we do still have that full wall. Funny thing is, Tim, I actually have a stack of new slabs that I was going to show at the end of this sale that I haven't even taken scans of. They're not even on eBay yet. So it was going to be like a first come first serve type of thing. But we got to get to the end in order to do that. So let's see. Actually, we're still going alphabetical, so we're actually up to T. So slabs and magazines, I sometimes will throw up at the end if we make it all the way through the sale. So let's wait and see if we can get there. 150 people in the chat, not bad. Still have some 4s and some more 12-cent stuff to get to. I would like to see us make it to the end, but I'm also pretty happy. So I may just put us on a timer. If we can't clear a spot, we'll just go ahead and end it. We're down to our last box anyway. That's pretty good. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start a timer. If we cannot keep at least just one spot open, we'll go ahead and close out. I think I have a lot of shipping to do anyway as it stands. So, hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. All right, you guys got 50-some seconds to keep us going. Bowers, that doesn't quite kill the wall, but I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. And let me turn the alarm off. Joe keeps us alive. Let's see. Then we have, continuing with the Titans, we were up to the final issue of the Judas Contract, the second appearance of Nightwing, and the death of Terra High Grade, Titans Annual 3, and the finale of the Judas Contract. Hey Siri, restart the timer. Nope. Dominic says we're good. Don't even have to get there. Judas Contract Part 2, first appearance of Jericho and Adeline Wilson, mid to high grade. Newsy, more high grade than mid on C. 6 string, was that a claim on first Jericho, or was that meant to be the previous claim? Thanks, Joe. So we got the other Tank Girl number 1 on F if you're interested. I'm going to give it to Dominic, but I have to wait to hear from 6 string if this is what he meant. It was a previous, so it would go to Dominic. Nice. Oh, well, here we go. Low grade, but low grade is better than no grade. Teen Titans number 1. 1966, number 1. Then we have number 2. This one's considerably nicer at about a 5.5 to a 6.5. FGD. A and C. Nice. Water damage. Low grade, number 3. 8. Nicer one here, number 4. Maybe like a 5. This one's number 5 is like more like up to a 7 or something. It's on G. 7.5 to an 8, number 10. Water damage, number 11. Dominic at the Coco. G and A, 300. Bears a black winner for 4, the more valuable variant, but now I just do it for cover price. First appearance of the Jade Emperor for 300. Mid to high, Newsy. About a 4.0, 12-cent 4 versus the Destroyer on A. Doc Swift. Then we have, this is like a key collector, like $15 book or maybe even 20. I'm starting to do them for just good old cover price. That's a Nesmith F. Parts. D. Near mint, maybe even gradable. Newsy. Thor 440, the first 4 core on D. Yes, sir. $10. Hey Siri, restart the timer. Never mind. Kevin. We're in the end game, folks. Scarce Thundercats issue 20 high grade Newsy. His final issues are tough. Full run of Timberwolf. High grade. Thank you, Joe. In its place, I actually have 2 high grade Tomb of Dracula 50 classic Silver Surfer battle. The heck the Silver Surfer doing in a Dracula book? Thank you, Bob's. Doc Swift got D. One left. Joe. Right. Do I have enough space to do this one book I wanted to do? Yes, I think I do. I'm going to put the Mad Cave #1s up on D because I have room now to do this. First appearance of Athena, I have the low, the mid to highs, and the highs of 4 annual 8. I just got a collection where I don't know what happened, why I got 8 copies of this, but there you go. Key Collector says it's $30. I'm doing my highs for 20. First, Athena. I see a grown ass and a gay ski. By the way, the ones on G are pretty damn close to the ones on H, I have to say. Deathstroke 15, first appearance of Rose Wilson. Holly World. Full first appearance and the full run of Triumph. 90s DC character. Hey Siri, restart timer. All right. So what else? The Ultimates, the 2000s one. Number 8, near mint, first appearance of, oh God, not, the Chitauri. That's what it is. There it is. D and I. To Hank from his prime. And Parks. Chitauri. Well, next. Ultimate Black Panther. Ultimate Black Panther, #1. Key Collector, 15. I'm doing 10. It's the Boss Logic cover, which is a bit more valuable. Whatever. Beyonder, was that a claim on the Ultimate Black Panther? Please confirm. Parks got an E. Oh, I might be running out of room. Hold on. Master Control, I'm popping your pile down here. Thanks, Dominic. Okay. Ultimate X-Men 1 through the new series 1 through 4. Foil covers, Vengeance of Vampirella, first appearance of Hemorrhage on Eve. Man, we really do have variety today. We're all over the place, in fact. I see a Neely Palf. Neely Palf Parks. In its place, let's do an Adam Hughes Vampirella, number 3, high grade, H. And while I'm on the topic of Adam Hughes, I'll put up my Adam Hughes Voodoo, number 2 and 3. They're both $10. I'll put them both on E. You can say both, you can say just one. That one's a Neely. Yes, first appearance of Hemorrhoids. Venom 25, some big exclusive thing. In fact, I think I even remember this book hitting like $100 or some nonsense during COVID. Now it's down to 20. Pretty sure this one's a Mike Mayhew variant, store exclusive of Venom number 1. Nick Ford. Yonder. And Ez. Scarce final issue of Vicky, number 4. It was only a 4-part arc. One of Brian Boland's best ever, Vigilante Annual 2. Just a freaking awesome, awesome, awesome cover. H. Vigilante 45, first appearance of Blackthorn. Gotta move. There we go. Visionaries, number 1, near minty high on H. And then I have a couple copies of Web of Venom, number 1, cover price, first passenger symbiote, and comeback, double key. On E, Scotty Young. When in doubt, grab the Scotty Young. Polyworld. Jules. Laura, Ez, Kev, one left. I still have 4 copies of the Mad Cave, 3 copies of Mad Cave #1, 5 copies of the Boss Logic Ultimate Black Panther one. Weird War Tales 15, mid-grade 20 center. Skull cover. Weird War Tales 14, Mark Jewelers. Hell yeah. Look in your books. Doc Swift. Jules. Lou. Death cover 24, mid. Mid to high, Newsy, West Coast Avengers 1. Okay. Classic Sienkiewicz cover. I might have actually pronounced that right. What if 47, mid to high, Newsy. Another what if. Perfect copy. What if Hulk killed Wolverine? Fun 90s foil stuff. John. White Sky #1. This is one of those ones that turned into like a $60 book. Here's the 3rd printing, cover price. So if you want to get your chance of reading it, there you go. Doc Swift. BY. Boy, that's a unique username. I gotta hold on. YN3BR. YN3BR. Make sure you fill out the link so I can actually get this invoiced out to you. Make sure you get that username right. That is how I will be looking for that exact username. So please make sure you fill it out. Bing, bang, boom. Kev got an E. And BY, if you get 10 books, you get 10 claims. Try to get it. 1 through 4, perfect condition Wildcats. Witchblade number 10. Is that the first Darkness? I think so. Got a gradable copy on A. Justin, thank you. Full wall. Docks. A. Dom. D. Parks. Yeah. Kind of similar to that previous A. Witchblade number 1. Gradable. YR or BY stuff. That looks like a really. Hold on, I gotta put you somewhere else. Meals. You are going to go here. Okay. Call up. There's Bone Claw Wolverine, signed by Adam Kubert with COA. Wolverine 75, gradable candidate. First Wolverine meets Deadpool, newsstand, couple spine ticks on that Wolvie 88, but it is the newsie. F Palf. A to Y. Give me a second. I'm going to go get some more water. A hot one today, folks. Give me a second. Bueller, and I'm back. All right, let's see. That was the last. Gayski on E. Claim the cows. Ooh, chicken. Ooh, piggy. That's what he always says. See what we're up to. We got Art on B. Art, where do I have you? Art. There you are. Thank you, sir. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, we are caught up. Let's do it. Wolverine Ronin. Number 1, Key Collector 18, Fuel Japan Wolverine book. There you go. On A, I'm doing 15. $10 classic, but I do them for 5. Wonder Man 1, near mint. Thank you, 300. Didn't wash hands. So, fun fact about me, I'm actually such a germ freak that, for example, we are in my barn right now. We're in my office. I have a giant hand sanitizer jug here, and I have one in the barn as well. So I'm one clean dude. You better believe my ass was like good and ready when COVID came around. Everybody was like scrambling for hand sanitizer. But my friends used to always make fun of me. They're like, what does this guy have stock in hand sanitizer? That was always the joke. But I was the one laughing during COVID when I had all the hand sanitizer. Enrico, let me just check to make sure you don't have a pile already. I don't think you do. There weren't many piles here at the start of the show. Right. Okay. You're doing there. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I have several red roots. Like way too many. One of the best books of the night, a relatively low grade, but definitely presents nicely. 1954 Wonder Woman, number 69. Nice. On B, maybe like a 4 or 5, presents like a 6. Then there's this Linda Carter. I almost said Linda Cardellini. Linda Carter Wonder Woman special, which seems to sell for like 25, 30. I'm doing 20. Art green. Nice. Art. And I guess I'll see you this Wednesday, Art. Blue. First appearance of the absolute Zatanna Wonder Woman 16 cover price, but I did swing for the. I literally can't even tell who did the cover. I don't know, but absolutely freaking awesome cover. There you go. Absolute Wonder Woman 16. A. Grown and Parks. Grown. Parks. You got it, man. World's Finest 138, low grade. My only World's Finest book. And actually, honestly, I'll do $5 on that. We have a new claimer. What was it? Shadow Threat. Please hold Shadow Threat 8715. Yes, 8. Shadow Threat. We are pretty much at the end of the show, but if you can get to 10 claims, you get 10% off. Try to get it. And make sure you fill out this link so I can actually get you invoiced. Boom. That's a Mark Brooks cover. That actually doesn't look like a Mark Brooks. Strillick on A. We run that over. Poly on B. Just mark that as. Oh, did I really lose my? There. We'll just do $5. Bowers A, and that'll clean out the A. I have a small pinch of X-Men, not as much as I usually have. Classic Psylocke cover, very high grade 509B. A high grade 256 Uncanny. So high grade it could be 9698. Second Mr. Sinister H. First Marauders, high grade, maybe good enough to get graded. It's also the Newsy Anniversary Border 211. I'm kind of going fast. Hold on. Okay, looks like Dominic starts it with F. And Parks. And then Beyonder. And then Sam takes all X-Men. Let me just check to see if I have a Sam Hain file. I don't think I do. Sam Hain 9847 does a clean sweep on X. Not as much as I typically have. Next week I'll have a lot more X-Men. Then we have. You know what I'm going to put up? Let's do this. Hold on. Okay. Give me a second. I have a bunch of facsimile and reprint stuff, and I'm going to do it all for just $3. And it'll be a complete mystery. How about we do that? So claim H, and you'll get a reprint of some kind. Some might be more valuable than others. Who knows? Camera's being funky again. So Sam Hain gets an H. So does Kevin. Rivy gets 5. And yeah, they're all $3. Dominic gets 1. $300. It's a mystery grab. Can't claim a specific one. Take a second H. Got it. I know, buddy. I know. And then we have, I actually have something pretty crazy. I've To say I've never had this before is an understatement. 1946, True Comics 10 center, obviously, number 55. Guys, that is the first appearance of Sad Sack. It is relatively low grade, but still a 1946 bona fide key. That's nuts. That'll be on A. Bernie Wrightson cover, Twisted Tales number 2. This might be one of the most diverse sales I've had. Parks Ravens, you get 2H. Larleek, the Bernie Wrightson. Let's see. I have another Golden Age, but this is detached. Number 35, Young Heroes. Golden Age. But still, cool. Ribby takes H, but he's actually going to gift. Is that 5? All right. So you guys are going to see some gifts in your pile. Ooh, Ribby. He gifted one of the good ones. Laura Nesmith with the hell yeah. That's an awesome claim, dude. We are on our last little stack here. All right. Zatanna number 1. I think that one's just cover A of the new Zatanna series when she becomes the Prime Magus. I also have the. Oh, I can't see the artist, but I got this one was $1 more, and that is some dope art. So that's cool. And then I didn't just get the Adam Hughes, I got the Adam Hughes foil of that same book. But if you want to save a couple bucks, I did get the regular Adam Hughes non-foil on E. Bunch of Zatanna number 1s up here. Hot artists, all that stuff. Neely B. Okay, Neely B. Parks B. I'll take the Wonder Woman art. To an undoing of a claim. Oh, jeez, that's a big book to undo. But hey, Laura, good for you. Laura Leach. Justin and Laura F. All 3 remaining. Parks. Laura E. Sam Hain E. A. let's see, 300. Four of H. 1, 2, 3, 4. Y. You got it. Art. And then a full run of Marvel Zombies is our last book of the night. Look at that. 5.5 long boxes. No problem. Pal, I think. Check. We've got A and E. Three more H. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I didn't realize how many Adam Hughes Zatanas I got. I have a bunch on E. Claim all of H. Goodness gracious. Okay. Please hold. I'm going to give 2 more. Dominic. Sam Hain, just clean sweeped. But they're all $3. So they're actually not that much. And Sam Hain, you just definitely popped yourself into 20% off. So nice job. All right, so here is all that is left today. There's that full run of Shazam. There's multiple copies of Red Roots remaining, multiple copies of Zatanna Adam Hughes, 2 copies remaining of Pretty Hate Machine 1, 2 copies of Ultimate Black Panther 1, 2 copies in mid to high of First Athena, which is Thor Annual 8. Swordmaster's first appearance is still chilling there. Laura did a clean sweep on Adam Hughes. Nice. Wow. Wowzers. So here's all we got left. Someone mentioned magazines, so why don't we do it? 1947 Airboy Comics, #1. Not a magazine, but I had to put it in a magazine bag. Probably like a 4 can be pressed to get bumped into a 5. Rampaging Hulk, 78. 1978, not issue 78. It's issue #7. Mid-grade. Rampaging Hulk #1. First Barit, Conspiracy, and Killer Shrike. Mid-F. Hulk 20. Mid. E. Beyonder, that's a hell yeah. In this place, I will do big, gigantic graphic novel, American Flag, Hard Times. B. Yonder. Yeah. Any more magazines hiding here? Last Ronin #1, the director's cut. F. Jules picked up a C. Parks picked up F. be honored to take some more Hulk mags. Text my wife real quick. Let me see if I have any more. Not really. All right, why don't I show you? I actually do have some slabs that I don't even have scanned yet. So you guys will really be the first ones to do this. Let's try. Let's see. 1947 International Comics #1. It's also the issue in which they changed their entertaining comic logo. $460 on A. If you get a slab, it will be free shipping. I just have to figure that out. A very scarce Dark Child #1, the American Entertainment Edition. Dark Child #1 wraparound cover. This is stuff not even on my eBay yet. Detective Comics 511, 9/8 white, first appearance of Mirage. F. Let's see. Doc Swift. Doc Swift, that also means you just got free shipping, so radical. And if you're interested, I have some more. Here's Detective Comics 512, 1982. 9/8 white. F. Any Cable One slabs. I hear they're hot. I meant E, not F. Yeah, either or. I'm cool with either. I'm going to put this guy back up on E. I have a little Detective Comics run in 9/8. I'm putting these guys away. Batman 502. That's actually a newsie. B. 509. CBS Saturday morning insert included. 515. Bronze Age 9/8 whites. Masters of the Universe preview. One of the DC 16-page Masters of the Universe preview books. 9/8 white. 521. 9/8 white. Awesome snowman cover. Bronze Age bats. 9/8 white. 561. 9/8 white. And that's about that. Bowers gets 5 of 9. And Bowers, I have to move your pile over here. Detective 565, Bronze Age 9/8 white. Any more takers on any of the slabs? I only have 2 left to show off to you guys. An oddball assortment. I still think that International Comics #1 on A is really cool. Parks gets C. My only Spidey. First appearance of The Foreigner. Spectacular 116. I would have thought this would have been like $300 or something. That book is down, man. Goodness gracious. Not to mention, that is a hard 9/8 to get. I even saw a couple outlier sales at like 90. Nutty, just nutty. And literally, my last slab that's not yet on eBay, issue 800, anniversary issue. It'd also be the death of Stephanie Brown, something like that, I think. And that's it. I got to get this stuff scanned and up on eBay, but you guys have first dibs. BY, I am going to be invoicing you, but be patient. It literally takes like 8 hours to get the invoices out to everybody. It's a PayPal invoice. You can pay it with PayPal, Venmo, Apple Pay, any debit card, any credit card. It's very, very easy. But be patient. Some of these invoices I don't get out until midnight. And lately, there's some invoices that don't even come out until Monday or Tuesday. So it takes a village, and it's just me. So be patient, please. Oh, you know what? I actually have like a tiny pocket left of raws that I started pricing but didn't finish. Do you want me to go get that stuff? It's not much. It's like literally like 15 books. But if you're interested in some more raws, I could go grab that. Let me know if you guys are interested. It might be overkill. Might be better to save that stuff for the next time. But I started it, so they are priced. I could get them for you. Let me know. Bring the books. All right, we'll do it. Yeah, this will take like 2 minutes. This is it. There's not much left. But we are starting with a newsy Johnny Quest. That is at Adam Hughes. It's not perfect. It is like a near mint minus, maybe very fine plus, but it is newsy on B. Cartoon Network #1, Cow and Chicken. Just a hell yeah book right there. Cow on the B. Not authentic. We'll start a pile for you. Blondie, late 60s. It's number 179, 12 center, mid grade, $5. Gradable Batman 700. We actually sold one of these already. Brian Boland, number 50, gold foil. Niels. That's a Lou. And first doll maker, Detective 1 from New 52, high grade. Batman and the Outsiders, mid to high. Newsy, C. Avengers, mid grade. Origin of Cap, 56, 12 center. Mid grade, 51, non key. Authentic. Key Collector 20, but I always do them for 10. First Dark Scarlet, West Coast 56. Grim Reaper cover, Army War Heroes, number 25, late 60s, 12 center. Mid to low on I. 1963, Adventures into the Unknown 144. Mid to low B. Nesmith DE. And H. Luke. And we're down to like the last 5 books here. First, Arana, Amazing Fantasy number 1, high grade from 04. Is this first Spider-Punk? Near mint ASM number 9, volume 3. First appearance of Razorback, but it's a 2-part arc, so I have them. That's actually very high grade. Spectacular 13 and 14. And literally the last 2 books, Speeding Bullets, gradable copies, 2 of them on I. And that's it, folks. Doc Swift. Vader Zero. Trask. Authentic. Dominic. And first Aranya Corazon on G. Who's going to get it? Near Minty. Amazing Fantasy number 1. Who's going to be our last book of the night? Next, Sam. Who's going to take that G? Parks. All right, that'll do it, folks. I will see you at the next one. Keep on hunting. Love you all. Good night.